on the restream.
Alright, and they are a go.
Nice.
Bakura is setting for 5 in the morning. Interesting.
What a monster. Subjecting us to the sepia tones of morning palette for the entire race.
A Saturday and a Monday as well.
T-Pat's got a 11 p.m. on Saturday, classic bingo starting time. Gives him the opportunity to pick up the the bug catching contest TM if he so desires.
As well as a potential main swap in going for a high-level Pokemon there.
Exactly. Well, so far the starters are not very good looking, but I think Wigglyoo is definitely the best pick here. It means you get to beat up Valkyrie all the time. I'm sure Keys would be very pleased to see that choosing him as the starter means you can beat up Hulk.
Unfortunately, not a good move set.
It's a pretty physical poke, and it looks like it came with a Sludge TM.
Ooh,
And so,
Sludge being a fairly good move.
yeah, since Wigglyoo is a more physical than special attacker, especially Bigglyoo, but that's not in this generation. And we've already got our first swag cargo.
And a Scyther on Bakura's side.
Too bad they don't have balls yet.
Yeah, Garf is correct. Tangela is more of a special attacker.
Right, Tangela is more of a special attacker, but Tangrowth is the more physical. Correct.
But we're not going to see a Tangrowth in this.
Sadly
A little
not.
too early. Ooh, Piloswine, fairly powerful physical attacker. Just
But very slow and very weak to a lot of things. T-Pat's the first one to make it to Cherry Grove, so
Yes.
he'll be the first to be able to buy balls, and probably will be the first.
Trio.
And it's a boy too. Again, a crying shame that they do not have balls yet. But T-Pat's actually going back to 29 to check for a main. The restream says we're on FF4. I think the Randroid is down,
Yes,
so we
but
weren't
the
able to
bot's
change our
having
settings.
A little bit of problems right now.
Yeah. So you'll have to forgive us. We don't have any control over the bot being on active or not. But T-Pat found a Scyther.
Unfortunately, it is female, so it is on the lower end of attack DVs,
and it's not good. One attacking move, and it's Flamethrower. Bot is down for the whole weekend. It's unfortunate.
So yeah, unfortunately, it does show that we are playing FF4, but that is not the case at the moment.
Yes. Alright, Bakura is about to pick up that first key item. Let's see what it is. It's the bike! That's wonderful to see it as your first item. It just means you can start moving quickly immediately. Meanwhile, T-Pat taking a moment to pause and kill a Fortress with Flamethrower. No matter how bad your special attack is, if you have Flamethrower, you can kill a Fortress.
That's not wrong. Fortress having a bit weak special defense and is incredibly allergic to anything fiery.
Yes.
And Mizzle is here.
All of our favorites.
Mizzle is here again.
Mizzle versus Keys. Nice meme.
Oh, there's an Omastar.
Omastar.
Omastar. Potentially a very good special attacker, so...
Yes. It has Sweet Scent, so that's an instant catch for sure. It means he can find maids more easily. And if there's good pokes in Sprout Tower, that means he won't have to waste a lot of time trying to find them.
T-Pat now getting his bike.
Yes.
Oh, that's potentially usable on the Omastar. Icy Wind Hidden Power.
Could be good. We'll see what the hidden power is.
I think I saw rocks on it.
Stab rocks is always good. Even if it's female and not a physical attacker, it's got stab. But I imagine he'll probably be using Icy Wind on this, or he hasn't even switched to it if he was thinking about it. Wiggly is the tentative main
What?
for Bakura.
We
Don't
see
talk to me or my
Double
brother
King.
ever again. Don't talk to me or my brother ever again.
We see before us the two kings of Galar.
The two kings of Route 30.
Ooh, Blastoise.
Blastoise can
Aw.
be solid, but it's definitely not going to be a physical attacker if he ended up catching it. Blastoise can be run physically, especially because it does have fairly close attack and special attack base stats.
T-Pat
Though
seeing
the,
his Double King.
Yes. The 0 to 1 DV on that attack set is not ideal. It's a Nidoqueen, not something I would ever consider running. It's a bit
Nidoking
too weak for me.
Nidoqueen is bulky, but not so great on the attacking side.
Scyther learned Ice Beam on level up. Why isn't it a special attacker?
Ice Thrower. Great-ish combo.
It's pretty good. It's only really walled by water types.
Ooh, and we see a Flareon on Bakura's side.
And it's the level 4 slot. That's really good. Bone Rush is a very solid move on a physical attacker like Flareon.
Flareon's actually a split attacker.
It's more physical than special.
It is. I
with
believe
the-
it's 130 to 110.
130 to 95. Its special
95.
defense is 110.
That's correct.
And Met Cargo is also on Route 31. Are you sure this isn't a Swag Cargo run?
That is an unfortunately not good Flareon, though.
It's good enough, I think.
But that's a Venusaur.
Venusaur can be very good. Another 0 to 1 DV, but it is not a physical attacker. So if he sees
A
Good
Golduck
special
on T-Pat's
moves.
side, but he's deciding not to even give it the time of day. Now T-Pat finding a Venusaur in a different spot, but it
has
whirlwinds.
Oh my goodness. I thought you said that there were good mains early on this ROM. Hey, there's Nidoking.
Yeah,
That
look,
could be
we've seen
interesting.
Nidoking, Venusaur, Blastoise, there's a Golduck again. Nobody wants to give the duck the time of day. Golduck being a surprisingly runnable Pokemon.
In certain cases. It really needs a good moveset for that.
It's a split attacker, though.
Yeah. Crunch Nidoking. It's not going to be learning anything anytime soon, so I probably wouldn't stick with that Nidoking.
They do have the
Unless
Sludge
the-
TM, though.
That's true. The Sludge TM makes it a lot more usable, but that would be a lot of commitment to the Nidoking.
It still stabs Sludge. That goes up to, I believe, 97.5 power. Effectively
it's-
Sludge Bomb.
Yeah, that is correct. 97.5. It's base 65, and he's got
We're
stab.
having a few hiccups on Bakura's side. Yes, it does learn a move at 23.
Yeah. Very, very late level up move, and it gets another one in the high 40s, or low 40s, I think. T-Pat still not happy with anything he's found. He's checking Route 36, hoping for something. Meanwhile, Bakura is gonna try to use the Flareon.
Bringing a
He's-
level 5 to the level 9, definitely a gamble.
Yeah, I got to talk to Bakura a little bit before the race, and he did say he was planning to skip both Kimono Girls and Sprout and hope it would pay off. So we'll see how that turns out for him.
That could be a very dangerous decision. T-Pat finding Lugia. Long Cry, very bulky, but it is a split attacker. With Teleport.
Ooh, Teleport is an amazing find. He's very lucky that it didn't run away from him.
Meanwhile, on Bakura's side, we see a Karate Chop Muck.
Lugia and Ho on the same route.
That's rather interesting.
Ho has Sacred Fire! What kind of rando paradox?
I'm definitely hoping T-Pat catches that. That looks like
That looks like a
crazy
monster.
poke to run.
I'd teach Sludge to that thing if it doesn't have more moves. The starters were Pineco, Graveler, and Wigglyboo, Mr. Tomo.
We're seeing a very unfortunate problem on Bakura's side. That Aerodactyl walling his main very badly.
So it looks like T-Pat's team is going to be Ho-Oh Lugia. Already using those teleport strats to just get right back to the Violet Center.
Wow, this massively special attack Aerodactyl.
Thunder Sacred Fire Aerodactyl. That is a monster. Too bad it's not a special attacker.
It did mess up Bakura's team something fierce, though.
Ooh, I did just realize something, though. Because the Ho has Stab Sacred Fire, that means every time T-Pad runs into his rival, he'll just demolish his rival's main.
Stab Sacred Fire on a Pineco / Fortress.
Instantly melted down to scrap.
Oh,
Title and game
Gligar.
have been updated? That's great. Thank you, Snowbear.
Thank you, Snowbear. You are amazing. That
Shout out to
Gligar
Snowbear
on-
for helping us out behind the scenes at all times.
That Gligar on Faulkner could have been a problem with Flareon having Sludge and Bone Rush.
Yeah, luckily Flail is working out for him.
Hydro Pump, though.
Yeah, this is looking like a wash for Bakura. It looks like he's... I thought he was going to take the wipe for a second, because I was like, there's no way that Wiggly was going to survive. Yeah, thanks to Greenleaf for...
Yes, Greenleaf,
for
you've
helping
been
us out.
Amazing for us. And here we go, Bakura going into Sprout.
And Sacred Fire against a Cloyster, that sounds like death. No struggles at all for this Ho-Oh. Sacred Fire is definitely excessive if you're going to use it on a Sunkern, I think.
But its low PV means he goes with Submission instead.
Yes.
Hey look, a Burn Heal.
That'll be
Sacred
super
Fire.
useful. It'll be super useful if he ever gets burned by Tri-Attack.
And there's a Girafarig.
Girafarig is a very... Yeah, it's a split attacker, very underrated in randomizers.
We're not going to see it used, though, as it seems both our runners have decided on a main. I have looked at Girafarig's moveset, though.
What's it got?
Psybeam, Ice Beam.
Oh my goodness.
Yes, if they had found that before, as it was on an earlier route, it is a monster.
Psybeam, Ice Beam, Giraffe, that's pretty freaking solid, even if it is female, because you don't need the physical stats.
So, I'm sorry for spoiling that for everyone, but we're not going to see it.
Yeah, Giraffe can be super solid in these randos.
I believe it's 90-80 on attacks.
80-90.
80-90? Okay, I
Yeah,
have it for
it's a little bit more special than physical.
But you get Surf, you get Stab Strength. It's
Stab Piss Beam.
Yeah, for this, Psybeam, Ice Beam. Oh, and Bakura getting Arrow. Oh, Miracle Berry! We see a Miracle Berry equip.
Paralyzed by the Dragon Breath. Very unfortunate to have to lose your berry already.
But that is something we don't often see, is the equipped
Certainly
Miracle
not.
Berry.
Let alone finding one that early. Or did he pick up the Paralyzed here from just north of 32? I missed it.
No, it was a Miracle Berry.
Interesting. I wonder where it was.
Meanwhile, we see Bakura catch up fast to T-Pat. That Flareon not messing around. Now, will Elderly be his normal wall? Oh, God.
Imagine having to kill your boy so early.
I feel bad for T-Pat.
But the crit from Sacred Fire is very good.
Burn!
Yeah, that made the fight much easier for him for sure.
And on Bakura's side, getting the poison.
Yeah. The Sludge has that 30% poison chance, so very solid move. And
Also,
a crit on the
I realized
Jolbeam too.
They're both running 130 base attack. Oh. And T-Pat does have a Sacred Fire. Look at that. Heracross explode.
That poor Heracross.
Oh, E-Speed Heracross. Ow.
Ooh.
Taking
Bakura
down-
having some really rough luck in
Did you
these fights.
see what T-Pat got?
I did not, but I'll pull up his stream real quick.
I can pull it up quick. It was the secret potion.
Ooh. Yeah, Bakura was definitely right to not actually skip this.
Just that we're more on page with it today, I do have a spoiler log for the key items.
And it looks like Bakura... Did Bakura finish it?
No, he wiped to Elder Lee.
Ooh, that means he does not have the secret potion yet.
Hello there, RNG hater.
He's a hey to you too. Well, with these extra levels, he should definitely be able to take care of Faulkner. And
The
Flare learned
Typhlosion
Sky Attack.
may yet outspeed him.
And T-Pat just got Flail over a Trekt on his Ho-Oh.
Yes, Bicycle was the mystery egg.
Yeah, Bicycle first item is always
Oh,
huge in these.
Bakura, that is massively unfortunate. The Typhlosion still outspeeds, and he missed Bone Rush.
Did he have Flail still? I forget. Because I think since Flareon is so slow with a base 65 speed, I would opt to like just use Flail immediately. That way, if you get unlucky and get hit first, you're put into low HP from the Hydro Pump, and then you'll be able to hit back pretty hard.
I see him spamming Sky Attack. He does have Flail, but he got the Bone Rush off, and it's a 3-hit kill
Ooh,
for
nice.
Typhlosion.
Very nice. And it looks like T-Pat has to deal with a bit of the seizure procedure.
And Bakura getting his... That's for Rainbow Badge, my bad.
Thunder Badge, there we go.
They look similar when grayed out.
Jerry, since it looks like you just got here, Wiggly-Woo was one of the starters. The other two were Graveler and Pineco. Both of them chose Wiggly-Woo, and both of them have a rival with Pineco.
Looks like Bakura picking up another escape rope. Is he gonna plan on doing Elder Lee again?
It looks like he might. He did say he was considering doing the skip, but
Knowing that secret potion is on Elder Lee, though.
yeah, he's definitely right to not skip it.
Even if he doesn't know. But because of those unfortunate wipes that he's had, T-Pat is taking a lead.
For sure. Because that is 2 walks up the tower. It's effectively like going up there once and not having a rope. I mean, you say that Arya does, and T-Pat also has a Sacred Fire Ho-Oh. He's gonna just murder Hulk over and over, at least 3 times. Of course, it will be a Pineco until Rival 4 or 5.
Yes, T-Pat does have teleport.
Yeah, T-Pat has teleport as well. He looked out. He found Lugia and Ho-Oh on the same route. Lugia had teleport. That's just such a huge lead, and it looks like he forgot he has the bike.
Yes, Bakura unfortunately did wipe.
What's up,
Elder
Docky?
Lee
This is
earlier.
on commentary. We have myself, Geospone, and we have Paradoxical Remedy.
Hello. Alright, we have Bakura getting past Elder Lee, getting his secret potion.
T-Pat, please. You have the bike.
Does he not realize he has the bike?
I think he forgot.
That is very sad.
T-Pat, please. Just press select.
Look at your key items.
Look at your tracker, T-Pat.
He might not have read it when the bike was there.
He's been using it, though.
T-Pat, please!
T-Pat, Bakura's gaining on you.
Yes, Bakura will pick up some of the lost time as T-Pat just strolls down 32. Just all that swagger. There's the card
And that's the card key. My goodness, these are some good key items.
Jerry, he did
Oh, thank God he got on his bike.
He did fight Elderly before, but the E-Speed Heracross took him down.
Yeah, the Bakura was unfortunately struggling against Elderly and Faulkner. Like he went for Faulkner first and struggled against him his first attempt, so he decided to go up the tower, and then he died against the top of the tower, so he had to go back.
Now, will Union TM be helpful to them?
We'll see.
TM
44, so that is one of the ones that they won't acquire regularly. Ooh, extra repel is always nice.
Vine Whip.
Probably not going to be taught.
It could be useful for both of them, as neither of them... Well, they both have an answer to Rock, just not a good answer.
Yeah. It's more they don't have a proper answer to water. And like
Flail
that...
on both... Well, Flail and Sludge on both sides.
Yeah. And with that, with that all of Route 32 being walked on, Bakura has already caught back up. T-Pat's taking a little bit extra time to shop and make sure he has plenty of items.
We see Blossom.
That'll get Sacred Fired for sure. The Dark
I
Prince
can see
reform.
T-Pat deciding to Sludge.
Sludge would also be a good option, especially because Ho has the better attack stat than compared to its special. Yeah, Ho is basically just a Flareon with wings that's better, that's just more vulnerable to rocks.
Fast Flareon with wings, yes.
It's got better special, like all of its stats are just improved compared to Flareon except for its attack. It has been a strange start. And we can see here right now the difference in experience that both our runners are having. Since T-Pat is using a legendary Pokemon, he's getting a slightly slower EXP curve. Bakura picked up the Flareon in Dark Cave. It was a level 4 encounter. He picked up something with Sweet Scent, so he was able to check slots more easily.
Flareon deciding not to learn Water Gun. Probably for the best.
And then, yeah, the Flareon was in Dark Cave as a level 4. It was the rare level 4 slot.
Leftovers.
Definitely going to be giving that to Flareon right away. Better than a Paralyzed Cure Berry. Yeah, T-Pat definitely got the luckier field move.
Yeah, as Sweet Scent will only be useful early, whereas Teleport could be useful all the way up until they find Fly.
Assuming they ever find Fly.
Yeah.
We have been seeing a shocking amount of basement flies recently. Also, Dislugma.
And there's Vigolduck again. Trying to glare the Flareon.
Slugma submitting to the power of Ho-Oh. And that's an Aeroblast Hoot Hoot. Very superb. I believe Kingdra was able to show up Talia in the first 3 routes. It just didn't for them, so that's a fair assessment. Fly very well might not be basement since they didn't find the Kingdra. It's training to be the superb owl hater.
Oh, Stomp Miltank on Bakura's side.
If he were outsped by it, that would be something to definitely worry about. Of course, Ho shouldn't have any problems with it, having the much better stats overall. Flareon's got a base 60 defense, whereas Ho has a base 90. Adequate Owl.
Oh, look at that
I like that. He evolved it.
Oh, Sludge
Yo, nice.
failing to kill, getting a D punch, but the Parasect dying to poison.
Yeah, that was a very lucky poison.
Will T-Pat banish it?
I hope he banishes it to the Shadow Realm. It probably deserves it. Oh yeah,
yes!
no hesitation, just immediately deleted.
Oh, Bugsy having a Dragonite.
Oh
that
my.
That could be problematic for... Well, no, they both have Sludge.
Although Confuse Ray could cause problems for them both, for sure. Yeah, Bakura not even taking chances, he's just going to switch out.
The Body Slam D-Knight.
T-Pat getting the burn on the Dragonite, definitely going to save him some...
But getting crit parried!
Yeah, the crit definitely was not great, because it basically nullified the burn detriment. Because look at how much damage it did with the burn, that was like nothing. It was 4 damage.
Yes,
and that's probably the high roll, because I think it did 3 the previous turn.
And an Umbreon, this is a wall of a Bugsy.
It sure is. Though since T-Bat has submission, it shouldn't be as difficult a wall. I mean, yeah, that'll be a 2-shot.
The recoil's gonna hurt. And Slowbro!
I guess the B in Bugsy stands for bulky.
It is a defense curl Slowbro.
Oh my goodness.
Poison is gonna be
definitely Sacred Firing that. Come on, one more to get the burn, please. Yeah, there we go. That burn's gonna help for sure. He'll probably have to heal before Rival though. And that's the Storm Badge. So if they find Fly soon, then that means that T-Pat's early teleport will basically be meaningless. And Bugsy's team is Spark. Very interesting.
That's useful for both our runners, as Spark is a very good electric move.
It sure is. Probably like the 3rd or 4th best.
Alright, we see Bakura going right into Rival while T-Pat opts for the heal.
Yeah, he definitely wants to hold on to those Sacred Fire PPs for sure. And Rival has a Slugma.
That is going to be erased by Bone Rush.
Bury it. 1 bone is all you need. Kirito, so to get a key item randomized ROM, you first need to have the regular Crystal Speed Choice ROM that we use as a base, and the specialized randomizer for the Speed Choice ROMs. And then from there you go to a special website that should also be pinned in the resources for the Crystal Rando community.
Only problem is, with the bot down, I don't think that we can get the Discord link out.
Yeah. I know I've seen Kirito in one of the Discords that has these resources available. I forget if it was Keys Accord or the Crystal Rando Cord.
Oh, we have T-Pat past Rival first.
Yeah, that Ho-Oh just made very short work out of him.
Whereas Pineco walled Bakura a little bit.
Which is very disappointing. Yeah, Kirito, if you're in the Crystal Rando Discord, then most of what you should be in the resources channel of that Discord, as opposed to if you're in the everything should be in the pins, and then if you're in the Keys Around Discord, the ROMs and Mods channel should have the resources you need pinned, and the website for Key Item Rando is on the bingo/KIR channel. And that's Surf from Ilex 4. So far we have had nothing but Go Mode items in the bike.
Also, I don't see either runner immediately teaching Surf, despite it being a great addition to their movesets.
I personally would probably wait to teach Surf until I needed to menu next, just because the menu to use the repel takes a bit of time. The T-Pat's not opting to do that.
Neither of them is, as Bakura re-repelled and didn't teach. They also both picked up Headbutt.
Yeah, both their mains are primarily physical, so they might be trying to do a purely physical moveset if they can help it. That's multiple metal coats in the forest.
Sacred Fire's not leaving T-Pat's moveset.
T-Pat picking up Sweet Scent.
Bakura going to the mart to check the TMs.
Yeah, the Flareon's moveset is definitely not quite as good. Ooh, last tile encounter for T-Pat. And that's a weakened bell.
That may inflict a burn. We have
Flamethrower! Oh, I really hope T-Pat checks the mart then, because that'll be incredible on Ho-Oh. But it looks like he might skip it.
He's going to go check the bike.
He's definitely more happy with his moveset. That's the blue card. Finally, a non-useful item.
Now he's going to go check the blue card, I bet.
Yep. Picking up the blue card was a sign.
Oh, first a box heal, though.
I usually do my box heal on the way out. Personally, that just feels a little bit better move-wise.
Bakura getting his blue card.
Yeah. T-Pat getting the pass. So that's their access out of Goldenrod at least. Hopefully they'll be able to find the Squirt Bottle or SS ticket before they had to leave Goldenrod. Oh wait, I've marked the pass in the wrong thing. Bakura's about to get it though.
And they both have their radio cards as well.
Yes.
Alright, T-Pat heading to coin case.
Mm-hmm. Going in from the top side, because if they need to go to the basement, it'll be slightly faster to get back to it.
He still hasn't taught Spark or Surf. And if he...
Like I said, he knows that his attack is much better than his special attack, so he might be opting to try and get a purely physical moveset. Although if he checks that...
Fire.
Yeah, physical plus Sacred Fire, though physical plus Flamethrower would be a little bit better.
Yes, Flamethrower having 10 more PP.
And a little less power, if I remember right.
Oh, we see T-Pat opting to buy some medicine, and getting his SS ticket. Okay.
At least they have access to both of the regions. So that means that they can both stick with the main that they have so far if they so choose, rather than being forced to fight high-level gyms with low-level pokes. And since he's not going to be back here for a long time, definitely going to do the gym right away. So after they beat Whitney, they have a couple places they can go. The first obvious place would be to go straight to Vermilion and get the or take the boat over to the northern side of Johto.
Or they can go check Super Rod.
Okay, it looks like he is going to be running Special Ho-Oh. I really hope he checks the TMs before he leaves.
Flamethrower is just so good.
It really is.
And
that's a little bear. Spark Surf Thrower with strength / headbutt. The Flareon didn't quite kill the Teddiursa in one hit because it's just not quite as strong, so it got a dig off. That lets T-Pat make back a little time that he lost. Oh, that poor Chikorita.
It's
about to be a burnt potato. Very well done, potato.
And a Halkerchew! What an outrage!
That's just outrageous. In 2 levels, T-Pad will also get another level up move. The Ho-Oh, Lugia, and Mewtwo all get moves at every 11th level. That's the Glacier Badge.
Not quite that useful.
Yeah, I think the one they're looking for most right now would be Fog Badge.
Fog Badge immediately allowing them to surf. But now they both see that Kanto has to be progression. Oh, T-Pat's going into the mart.
Yeah, Kanto is definitely the way they need to go.
T-Pat's going upstairs. He's going to the TMs.
Oh, please pick up that flamethrower, TM T-Pat. He's thinking about it.
He bought it!
Yes!
He sees flamethrower.
Oh, he's going to be so relieved to have picked that up.
Alright, Bakura's setting up the Death Warp. He's going to go check the Super Rod. Is he going to check Mr. Psychic's item, though? Nope. Not going to check the Psychic TM.
He can check him later if he so chooses.
Yeah, currently he does not want to see the future.
Oh, is that what the Psychic TM is?
No, that TM is usually Psychic. I have no idea what it is right now.
Oh.
I can check.
Yeah, it'd be 29.
Arguably a useful move. But he gets his fly!
Oh my goodness, that is absurd. There goes...
TM29 is Razor Leaf, by the way.
It looks like you mismarked Fly as a Hive Badge. Well, T-Pet does still have Teleport. It does look like T-Pet still will be in like decent shape, but he is going to be checking that.
He's going to get his Razor Leaf TM.
Ah, interesting. The 3rd or 4th best grass move out of not many.
Best grass move in this gen.
Now, the best grass move is 70 power hidden power grass.
I put Razor Leaf fairly well. Hidden power is too unpredictable, so Razor Leaf is the best grass move.
Yeah. But T-Pad will be picking up Fly. And he'll probably be upset because he had that teleport lead on Bakura. And no longer. Probably going to teach Flamethrower in this menu as well. No?
No. Also, he didn't set up the Death Warp, as he still had his Ho-Oh on him.
Yeah, he was prepared to have to fight the biker, or just maybe lose to him, or another trainer. But they're both going to be heading right back to Johto, taking the boat for the first and only time, since they do have Fly and the Storm Badge.
Garf, you are correct. He could be using it as a soft PP heal.
That is very valid.
And then just teach Flamethrower. Very useful for going through Morty's gym.
We forgot to mark the SS ticket for Bakura. Whoops. Way ahead of you, Wingage. I marked it 40 minutes ago.
And both our runners avoiding Green Hair Man there. I don't remember what trainer class he is, but
I think he's a burglar.
Yeah, sometimes on Backwards Boat, runners will hit him, not expecting him.
He might have wanted to set up a Death Warp using the boat, just to save having to fight a trainer. If you like deposit everything except for like your weakest Pokemon,
No, Katse's correct. He didn't need to set up a death warp because he had teleport.
That's right. Yeah, he didn't need to.
Yeah.
I misread the question.
Yeah. So that was our misread. Bakura going right up Lighthouse with his secret potion.
It's a few guaranteed fights he has to do. Might as well do them while you're there.
The question is, will he go into Jasmine after that? He'll be a bit low on
He
level.
will be. Yeah, he will be significantly low level, so I personally might not want to.
Oh, and T-Pat beating the Sailor.
He's got a very powerful Ho-Oh, and that is a free heal as well, no matter whether you beat him or not. Dodging the Sailor that's only there on the backwards boat. One thing that's very funny about backwards boat is every trainer who can ever be on the boat will be there, no matter which way you go. Whereas if you do it vanilla, it'll just be the trainers on each way. One thing that both T-Pat and Bakura could have done that I personally probably would have is just fly from the port to the Olivine Pokemon Center, since they would have had access to it.
T-Pat getting a coin case.
Alright, he can
Did
gamble.
Bakura check any of the items before going into town?
Bakura went straight to the lighthouse.
Alright. Not a bad move, in all honesty. Alright, Bakura handing over the secret potion.
Paris Song Machoke. What a moveset. Ooh, Bakura didn't.
Ooh.
Oh.
T-Pat learning
T-Pat getting
Shadow
Shadow Ball. I think I would teach that over Spark.
Yeah.
Because you want to keep Headbutt for the odd Blissey or Chansey. Shadow Ball definitely plays to Ho's offenses a bit better. If he finds a good fighting type move, that would be ideal.
But it's looking like it'll end up with Flamethrower, Surf, Strength, Shadow Ball.
He'll probably teach over one of the, like either Shadow Ball or Flamethrower by the end, just to be primarily special or primarily physical. Just because having to split your X items is not the best. Bakura grabs that coin case.
He can now gamble.
And we'll see what the Fisher House is. It's
red
the red scale. That can get him about 1,000 Pokédollars. And yeah, he's not going to go for Jasmine right away. She's in her gym, but he doesn't have to fight her yet just yet.
Yep. Opting to head back to Ecruteak, where there are 2 more key item checks.
2 key item checks and a much more easy to handle gym.
That's a Frieza.
That's you two.
That's an Aeroblast Frieza.
Flareon and his frail defense and HP
Oh, but
are not a
getting
fan
the
of that.
burn on Flamethrower.
That's a good 10% chance. And Jasmine is back in her gym on T-Pat's side as well.
He will soon be getting his red scale from the Fisherman.
Yep, my mouse is already hovering over the spot.
And now
Yeah,
he's
and
teaching
he's teaching
Flamethrower.
Flamethrower. He used a few Sacred Fires and the Lighthouse, so you might as well just use the TM now.
Alright, and Bakura getting the lost item. Oh.
We were both too ready.
I figured I would grab it since you were grabbing T-Pat.
Yeah. Fair enough.
And flying back to Kanto, he's going to turn in his lost item.
It could be useful. We'll see what it is.
And getting
Strength! Well, definitely a good play by him then. Gonna teach that to his Flareon for sure. Or
Orders Wiggly-Woo.
almost taught it to Wiggly-Woo. Meanwhile, T-Pat's gonna actually try to fight Jasmine.
I wish him luck. Jasmine's going to be quite powerful compared to him. Or not. That's a Pichu.
Very powerful indeed.
I mean, the 10 level advantage. Oh, and
Bayleaf.
Bakura opting not to do Kimono Girls. Jasmine, please have something to make it seem like I know what I'm talking about.
Come on, Jasmine.
Let your ace be dumb. Oh.
Poliwrath. That could be difficult, but Shadow Ball
Amnesia
and Headbutt will help.
Karate Chop. It's actually
Stab Karate Chop. That's spooky.
And Sweet Scent. Okay. This Poliwrath is not that bad.
It'll be spookier for Bakura because he's using something that does not resist fighting.
Oh, and we see Frieza again on Bakura's side, this time getting a good Confuse Ray off.
T-Pat will be glad to Shadow Ball that Frieza. Oh, Jasmine healed up her Poliwrath. It's going to be a slow burn for T-Pat to beat the Poliwrath.
Does he have any healing items, though?
He did buy some Hyper Potions while he was in, or on his way toward the gym. I would definitely use one now. It was.
Oh,
I probably would.
Lemonade. The lemonade's a bit more useful in this situation.
For sure. I probably wouldn't.
I guess the freeze is down, and everything else on their rival is nothing.
Yes. Well, we know there's a Pineco there. There it is. And T-Pat's going to be finishing up that gym. Got almost 2 levels out of that Poliwrath.
And the Zephyr Badge.
Interesting.
And a Super Fang TM.
Well, if this were a catch-all, that'd be delightful.
If he had that before Jasmine, that would have been useful. Just taking that Poliwrath down faster.
Oh, for sure. And Rival comes out of the gym to tell T-Pat that Jasmine's not there when he literally just defeated her.
Okay, and I'm bringing up the list of our roamers right now.
RNG Hater says Kakuna, Totodile, Abra. I'm going to listen to them on the T-Pat stream because I have his audio up on my end just so I can have something more than my own voice and paradoxes.
Meanwhile, I do hear Bakura's side.
And he's going straight for Rival as well. So we will...
So is everyone ready for the reveal of the roamers?
Sure.
RNG Hater is 100% correct. Kakuna, Totodile, Abra.
There are some pretty distinct voices. It looks like you're pretty quiet for them, Paradox.
Alright, let me turn up.
At least for Kirito.
I may have been looking at my other monitor at the time, as my microphone is all the way to the right of my setup.
Fair enough. Mewtwo outspeeding Paradox, or Ho-Oh. And T-Pat did not manage to one-shot it with Shadow Ball. Definitely using that Bitter Berry to deal with that.
Mewtwo getting off a Skull Bash.
Alright. The wall on Rival is gone, and T-Pat can just flamethrower the rest. Abra is not 2 spoons Donkey, but it could become a 2 spoon after 2 levels, though since it is the Suicune, I doubt any of us will be seeing that Abra.
Yes, that is a lot of time lost to go after that Abra.
Yeah, Kakuna and Totodile are 2 roamers for sure.
Their starter choices were Pineco, Graveler, and Tangela.
They both took Tangela, so they'll both have the Pineco rival.
It will make for an easy rival 4-5, as Fortress is deadly allergic to fire.
Sure is. Assuming they have to do rival 4. Let's hope they don't.
Yes, nobody likes having to go into the basement.
At least they won't have to do vanilla rival 4, because they do have that card key, so they can just do the east side of Radio Tower immediately.
A Poliwag enduring Ho-Oh. And there's
That's a
the
vanilla
fog
fog badge.
So now they can surf. They are one item away from being... Well...
2 items. They need cut,
They're
and they need machine part.
Well, if they don't have Hive Badge, they would need Flash.
Well, they need cut to access Erica's gym as well as the west side of Kansas, so they
Yeah,
either way, they need
I was
cut.
talking about the machine part quest.
Oh, yeah.
T-Pat will be just Flash away from having it in Logic, whereas Bakura did not do Jasmine's gym, so he does not have the Zephyr Badge.
At least not yet. He'll probably go there after finishing up with Mahogany. And if Mahogany holds the plane badge, that would also put Chuck's gym in Logic.
T-Pat, why? Boat Paradox! Wait.
What?
Wait!
What kind of rando? The shinies of Gyarados. What freaking kind of rando? Of course, catching it.
I mean,
I imagine T-Pat probably won't
it's
know.
the meme at this time. Like, what have I done?
I believe Paradox is worked out.
Yeah, I did roll this seat, and he's got his item finder.
Well, he already had the red skull, so he couldn't get it from there.
Gospel Saint, the shiny was vanilla.
It was
100% red Gyarados.
The shiny Gyarados was a shiny Gyarados. We may never know what the Pseudo-Widow was because they have fly access as well as full region access without Squirt Bottle.
I'll look up the Pseudo. The Pseudo's a Blossom, since we probably won't see it. Which means that we don't get to see Tree Twins and Officer Blue Girl.
Unfortunate.
That's just a magical route.
And Morty had a Poliwrath as well.
T-Pat picking up his Fog Badge.
Mm-hmm.
Up to 5 badges now.
Now the real question is, will T-Pat do T-Pat skip and skip the Kimono Girls? Because Bakura skipped it, I have reason to believe that it will be a required item.
T-Pat picking up his lost item. But he's not turning it in immediately.
He's opting to heal first.
Wait, when did Flareon get T-Bolt?
I assume at level 24.
Like, I look over and I'm seeing Flareon T-Bolting an Articuno. Was that Morty's TM?
It was either Morty's TM or its level 24 move. And T-Pat is fighting the Kimonos. Let's hope that this pays off for him, because he is playing a little bit from behind right now.
Hater says no. Morty's was Bubble. Okay, so the Flareon learned T-Bolt through level up.
That's amazing.
Bolt Thrower is such a strong move combo.
Bolt Thrower Surf. The only thing better than that would be Bolt Beam Surf. But with Stab, Thrower might be better.
Oh no, the Typhlosion is back for Lord Bakura, but he hits the Bone Rush, so...
Oh, but he only got a 2-shot and he perished!
No!
Go! W2F.
Look at that moveset! It gets to serve breakfast!
Sure does.
Thankfully,
and about to get the free heal from Lance,
yeah,
thankfully.
He does not have to leave.
Doesn't have to worry about not having revives. And up next for T-Pat is the Dark Prince himself, Oddish. I hope he used Flamethrower just for Sandy.
Bye, Oddish.
In the words of our good friend Sanpai, die, Oddish. And our last evolution on the Kimono Girls is Primate.
No, I don't believe Sandy is here.
I'll let him know.
Oh, that's a Mantine, massively allergic to T-Bolt. Alright, T-Pat getting his Silver Wing, Kimono Girls being useless.
That's a very unfortunate amount of time lost for T-Pat.
And he's still not turning in his lost item. It may be a low priority since there are 2 key items that he gets this way. Maybe he'll fly to Saffron to check it after the Gyarados.
Yeah, there won't be many other places he can go after dealing with Mahogany Town. So, going back to Kanto would probably be the play, unless they have the plane badge. And T-Pat now gets to see the what kind of rando.
Look at
I'm
that
sure he'll be
red
very,
Gyarados.
very upset by that.
Oh, but his is
I know I
male.
would be.
And T-Pat getting served breakfast. He's also going to catch it.
Oh, T-Pat always catches the shiny.
But will he name it?
No, he
No.
will not, but he will get the item finder. T-Pat is beginning the Mahogany Rocket sequence to unlock Price's gym, while Bakura is already almost done with it.
Also, interesting conundrum here. After this...
HMO4 Daki was on Copycat Girl.
Yep, Mimic Girl had it.
Since they have the lost item now, they have access to that item in Saffron City.
So the question here is, after Rocket Hideout, does Bakura do Jasmine, or does he go into Kanto for badges? Because he still needs 2 more badges after Price to unlock the Rocket Tower.
Cat's Reggie, for them to be able to fly anywhere, they just need to enter the town and have the HM as well as the Storm Badge. Since they both have the Storm Badge and fly, they can fly anywhere as soon as the the signpost for the name of the town pops up.
Oh, for Chuck's wife, you do have to beat Chuck.
Oh, yes, yes. Yeah, to pick up the fly item, what is normally fly, you do have to beat Chuck. If you have the emo tracker, and which is what most of us will use when we're running this ourselves.
There is an
There's
actual map on the layout, and it will show you what is and is not in Logic.
Yes, and there are 2 forms of the of the Crystal Key Atom Randomizer map, and it's in taking badge randomization into account versus not taking badge randomization into account. So by default, it doesn't have badge randomization turned on. So if you were to do one of these on your own and not set badge randomization for your layout, then you'd be seeing like Chuck's wife be available as soon as you beat Chuck, whether you have Storm Badge or not.
Will we have an electrode on electrodes?
I mean, with the way this Rando's been going, I wouldn't be surprised. Though that's another thing that can go boom in vanilla. I'm sure T-Pat will drown that no problem. Lord Ariados is going to be flamethrowered.
I still wish that Ariados was a bit more of a runnable poke.
It's just too slow and too weak.
And no electrode on electrodes.
What a shame.
Alright, and we have Bakura getting his squirt bottle.
Currently useless for him, unfortunately, but it is a required item to be picked up, as it is part of the rocket sequence.
Now, what is his play? He's going into Price by the sound of it.
Yep. Seems like the best place to go from here.
Quick badge, you're already there.
Price could very well have the Hive or Plane badge, which are both very critical to have in order to progress. Also, the skier who normally has a Jinx has a Jinx.
What kind of rando?
And T-Pat will have a much easier time with these rock and ground types because he's using Surf rather than Bone Rush. Another Jinx.
Chuck having an ice type.
At least he doesn't normally have that.
One badge and strength is separating them, yes.
Yes. T-Pat did Jasmine earlier than Bakura. And Bakura also skips the Kimono Girl.
Oh no!
Ooh. If that were magnitude 8, he would be super dead. TM39 is Rage.
And unfortunately, it's not Magmar, it's Slugma. It would have been
Slugma.
great. And Price with
The Rising badge. If they find a level 40 or higher trade poke, they can use it with no issues.
I didn't see what his TM is, but it demonstrates the harshness of winter, whatever it is.
Whatever it may be. Now he's going to go take care of Jasmine, probably going to heal first. Buy some items at least. Not a lot to sell though, unless he wants to sell some TMs.
Amiibo Montebank. Alright. At this point, Bakura has, I believe, a 3-fight lead. Yes, Tomo, the shiny was in fact a Gyarados.
It sure was. We're all very upset.
I mean, it is a 1 in 251. It's bound to happen.
Yo, me too, Tomo. I also would like a refund on this race. And the Flareon also having a tough time getting through the Poliwrath, as it is fairly bulky. And it is taking much more damage than the Ho ever did.
Yeah, not resisting Karate Chop is
and having much lower defense as well, regardless of how many levels it's gained since
crit
then.
K-Chop!
Thankfully, he was able to survive from that because he did heal. And Bakura picks up the Zephyr Badge.
Okay, Bakura is multiple fights ahead. He has 3 electrodes and 2 gym fights.
Yes.
But what is his play now? He needs another badge for Rocket Tower.
It looks like he's going to check the pharmacy and unlock the fly point for Cianwood.
Well, having Surf definitely helps. Well, not Surf, Fly helps with that. So it's not as much of a time loss if it is nothing. Alright, what is the secret potion going to be? It's Flash! We have logical machine part now.
We do. The machine part quest has been unlocked thanks to that Flash HM. Bakura's going to go to Celadon first to check those TMs, I assume.
TMs and X items.
Yes.
Or is he gonna go do Janine?
I don't think he would do that, since he has Fly now. I think the only reason that anyone of these runners would go to Janine now rather than later would be if she were guaranteed to have Hive or Plane. But Bakura is going for her first.
He's gonna fight.
He's not
Janine.
even checking the TMs. There could be an Earthquake TM. He'll never know.
Yes, it will be a 7th badge to unlock for Rockets, as well as 3 more key items.
Very true. Well, 2, because they don't have the basement key.
Oh, you are correct. They would need the basement key. And Bakura getting to lose for Race again.
That technically is an optional Jinx, assuming that Janine doesn't have Hive or Plane badge.
Urk is correct. It is 3 because Ice Path will unlock.
Oh yes, that's true. Since they will be able to access the Ice Path to the 7th badge, right? And that's Rising for T-Pat. Psych Up demonstrates the harshness of winter. How's it going, Nate? Welcome to the race.
We see T-Pat flying over to Saffron.
Definitely checking that lost item right now. He'll be very happy to have that.
But unless he goes to Steinwood,
I mean,
he
he
will
does
not get
have
his
Scarf
copy
Ball.
of Flash.
T-Pat's good enough at doing blind tunnels that if he needs to, he will.
But it looks like he's going to opt for Janine.
Or the TMs and X items. Yeah, he's going shopping.
Also, Bakura finding T-Pat's main.
T-Pat will enjoy that Spider-Man man.
It is trying to give Flareon the business.
Well, there's a Magnitude TM if he wants it, but nothing particularly good for them to pick up. I saw Agility and Magnitude. Not sure what else.
And Bakura is past Janine. And he gets his Cascade badge. Getting to power up Surf.
Yeah, so that Jinx was entirely optional for Bakura to fight. Hopefully T-Pat won't have to fight the optional Jinx.
But he's
And
gonna
he's
go do
going
it.
for it. He's got... All right, so they're both going to lose the race then.
At this moment, T-Pat is 2 fights behind as Bakura goes to begin Rocket Tower.
Yeah, I feel that Bakura is trying to find the machine part before he forces himself to do the quest.
It is much easier to turn it in immediately.
Good luck, Wingage. Enjoy your race with Septros. I hope it goes well.
Yep, good luck, Wingage. What if vanilla machine part bet would be unfortunate?
It would be unfortunate, but not nearly as unfortunate as vanilla card key.
Yes, vanilla card key requiring a lot of extra fights.
9 extra fights, or 9 at minimum extra fights. There could still be a go mode in the basement, but we won't find out for a while.
Urk, that would be fairly unfortunate, as that would mean that left side Kanto and Erica would all be locked behind the Elite Four.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, Snowbear letting us know that Randomania 2 now has the next race starting.
If anyone would like to watch both races, I just posted a link in the chat for you.
Yep, it is Septros versus Wingage on Randomania 2. I believe another one of our losers round brackets?
This is actually winners round 2 still.
Oh,
It's
is
the
that?
It's the last match of winners round 2.
That is. The winner of that gets to go on to face Horse. Whereas the winner of this match goes into losers round 3 to face the loser of Horse versus the winner of the other match.
Yes. Brackets are weird, especially when you don't have an ideal number of players. But T-Pat's going to pick up that Cascade badge.
Also with our odd seating. Yeah.
Yeah, if we had a 32 player bracket, that would be nice, or a 16. But with 32, there's a lot of odd stuff, some strange buys.
But hey, at least you and I are on opposite ends of the losers bracket.
Yeah. At earliest, we won't see each other until losers finals,
If at all.
if at all.
Well, Bakura was having a fine time on Rocket Tower, but Frieza's back!
Oh my.
Up, it's nothing. Frieza has
Nothing to worry
Wing
about.
Attack Aero Blast.
He's trying to be a flying titan.
Hold on, I have to.
So, Paradox? What do you think our runners might receive from the radio tower segment here? They have 2 items that they'll be picking up.
I mean, I've got the spoiler log, so I can look it up, but,
Before looking it up.
optimally, machine part and cut would be
Yeah, if
the
machine
items.
part and cut are here, that would be incredible.
That would be
'cause it would mean
immediate
that they-
item go mode.
Yeah, they would be in go mode, and they would just have to fight all the gyms that they can. Since they don't have plane badge or hive badge yet, that means that the badges they do need are locked behind at least Surge or Sabrina.
Or Misty.
Or Misty. Though we do know that, obviously, the plane badge cannot be locked behind Claire or Chuck, as you need those badges in order to get to their gyms.
But the Hive badge can be at Claire.
Yes, and it can be at Chuck. It all depends on which of those T badges they find on the three remaining, the three central Kanto gyms that they have not fought.
Now for unluck would be if both these items are rods. Specifically old and good, as that doesn't even allow for a level 40 grab.
Rods or Waterfall and Whirlpool.
Or Clear Bell, or Mystery Egg. There are a lot of trash items they can get.
Any of the useless items that they might potentially see.
Bakura having a bit of trouble with that T-Tar.
Ooh, yeah, that thing hurt it quite a bit.
Bakura opting not to heal on the Krabby. Meanwhile, T-Pat wrecking Frieza while Bakura gets to face Little Frieza. Agility. And Solar Beam. This Mew has nothing to worry about. The bee! No, it's specifically First Form Frieza, the one that rides around in a little pod. Cooler would be Mega Mewtwo X. Oh, the Good Rod! Oh, I don't like that I called that.
Yeah, a very unfortunate call for you. Let's see if the old rod is next.
I'm tempted to look up what this
What
next
Clear
item
Bell
is. I want to know how bad it's gonna be.
You can look it up, just don't tell us.
Oh no. Okay, yeah, I'm not gonna say what it is. But safe to say, there might be some choice words for me later.
Oh, is it the basement key?
You said not to tell you, so I will not tell you whether or not it is the basement key.
It was rhetorical anyway, so it's fine.
Because it could be machine part.
It could.
It could be useless. Like, we want machine part or cut. Meanwhile, T-Pat working his way towards his Good Rod.
At the very least, it's good that they do have the card key before unlocking this segment. It just makes getting through it that much easier.
Yes, card key early definitely helps, as Rocket Tower is not something you want to do twice. Non-bike movement is a bit painful in the late game. T-Pat on the T-Tar.
Say that
Destroying
5
it.
times fast.
T-Pat on the T-Tar, T-Pat on the T-Tar, T-Pat on the T-Tar. I'm just gonna go with 3.
Good enough.
Yeah. And surfing a Krabby, but Krabby's lack of HP and special defense means that's just it. Alright, Bakura on Final Rocket.
And he leaves a Chansey. That's a big fat sack of experience that they'll be happy to take.
Yep, and both of them having a good physical move to deal with it.
Mm-hmm. They both have strength. Oh,
And
he hasn't
Dio!
thought yet.
Water Gun Dio.
That's a good route for T-Pat.
You looked at the other rando?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, I have the Khadgar open, so yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Alright, and Bakura getting his basement key.
I freaking knew it.
They didn't bother to check the others. I mean, would you, honestly?
I know I wouldn't.
His jump kick side beam, that is a monster.
Also Bone Rush.
Frieza getting ready to just claim lives.
And they also have first item bike.
Well, that's gonna be a 2-hour ROM.
Yeah, I'll say. Assuming flies into the basement or something.
It's side beam, jump kick Mewtwo. It's just gonna wreck everything for the ROM.
Yep.
What wall's that? You said Bone
Nothing.
Rush, so Murkrow?
They can jump kick Murkrow.
Nothing
walls it.
Fine! Xatu walls that Mewtwo.
Oh my goodness. Mewtwo is on Route 30 as well.
Lugia. Lugia walls even better than Fion.
For their ROM, Mewtwo is also on Route 30. That's insane.
Alright, Bakura deciding that basement is for losers and going for Surge.
That is the correct choice.
And finding a Moltres. That should not be a problem for him. The Moltres has Bone Rush, though. And Dynamic Punch.
Flareon was definitely lucky to dodge both those moves. I'm hard-pressed to believe that what Sephiroth and Wingage has is actually a Snow Bear ROM, because that's such an amazing start.
Yeah, because even a Lugia has issue blocking a Psybeam Mewtwo.
Mm-hmm. Well, no, it doesn't. Lugia's special
right.
defense
it's
is
bulky as Mewtwo is strong.
Exactly.
Meanwhile, we see a Nidoking with counter on Bakura's side as he's going up against Surge.
Well, that is the Nidoking that we saw earlier, so we did know it has Crunch and Counter. We just don't know what its level 23 move is.
And a Moonlight War Turtle on T-Pat's side, but it's down. Amiibo Montebank. That'll be T-Pat getting his basement key. That is a very hurt Gengar on Bakura's side as it's taking a Bone Rush. But Morning Sunning the... Oh, no, it's dead.
There's Kingdra.
Had to show up eventually.
It did. And it has Mirror Coat.
Oh, that could have been dangerous.
Especially if he chose to use Thunderbolt. T-Bat going for a quick box heal before he takes his next path.
Alright, Bakura
And
beating
Bakura
Surge.
picks the Boulder Badge.
Absolutely useless at the moment. Except Bakura now he does. He has Elite 4 access.
Well, as long as he finds Waterfall.
Yeah.
He needs to find Waterfall before he can do Vanilla Elite 4.
It looks like he is going to go and fight Claire, though.
He can't. He doesn't have the plane badge. He's just checking the item.
Oh my god, so many things I keep forgetting that our runners don't have.
Yeah, he's just checking Ice Path here. Hopefully it's not a waste for him.
Right now for him, useful would be Machine Part.
Yeah, Machine Part would be the most useful thing for him to find right now, but it could be Cut as well.
Cut would mean that he has to go fight either Misty or Sabrina.
And it's the Super Rod, so that is a wasted check for him. He did save before it though, so he reset back to where he was, which was right outside of Surge's gym.
Meanwhile, T-Pat is also in Surge's gym.
It
both
looks like
opting to
Bakura might
skip-
be going to the basement. I personally would have gone for the Sabrina fight first, because it could be plain badge. But Bakura is going for the 2 fights that block him from accessing the item in the basement, which is normally the card key.
He did stop for a second to think of it on the way in.
He did.
If this is a necessary item, our runners will hate me all the more for what's happened.
Well, you know what the item is.
I do know what the item is.
Well, let's hope they don't have to hate you. I have a feeling that T-Pat will probably go towards Sabrina next. It seems like a good logical play. That
Yes,
would be really
they would
interesting
hate me.
ERC.
They would hate me if it was vanilla card key.
Or fly in the basement.
Fly in the Basement has shown up far too often in recent ROMs.
It sure has.
And I'm gonna be honest, because of that, I actually regened the ROM for today because the first
It
ROM
was
I
a basement
made
card,
was Basement Fly. But we have seen that 4 times in the past week. And
I made a ROM for Wings to practice on earlier, and the first gen of it had vanilla card keys, so I re-rolled it, and it gave Wingage a new PB.
Yes, we have seen too many tournament matches in the last week with Basement Fly, so I opted to re-roll it for them. And for our viewers, because we don't want to see that same item layout. Like, it's not fun for anyone. Oh, T-Pack going to Sabrina! Is he gonna hope for plain badge? Problem is, they're running out of actual key items to check.
Yeah, if this item Bakura picks up is not the machine part, he will have to do the vanilla machine part quest in the hopes that finding it, or in the hopes that he finds cut or machine part. Let's see what this is, though. It's the machine part.
Bakura has his machine part now.
So he can happily do the machine part quest without having to.
But he forgets that he cannot leave through the mart.
Yeah, he can only leave that way if the real director is actually down there when he goes to it. So since he doesn't have escape ropes, he has to take the Walk of Shame out, which is at least a minute of walking. That'll be a good time save for T-Pat when he has to go there, because he does have plenty of escape ropes. He bought 7 in Azalea Town, anticipating needing them all. Required items being in the basement is always just the worst.
And look at that Celebi getting roasted by T-Pat.
You love to see it.
You really do.
Some pan-seared celery. And that's the soul badge. So Misty has to have the plain badge or cut. Or the plain badge or the hive badge. If she has the plain badge, then the squirt bottle item or machine part could be cut. If she has the hive badge, then machine part or the machine part has to be cut.
And then we have T-Pat heading over to Cyanwood, where he will get his Flash HM.
Yeah, since he has not checked that yet, it is the most optimal place to check.
That is correct. The lost item can be checked.
They both have already checked the lost item. Because that was strength.
Urk, you're suggesting something very dangerous there. Machine part waterfall and Elm having cut.
That would be hilarious, and I'm sure our runners would both hate us. That's true. The lost item check could be
Yeah,
waterfall or cut as well. But T-Pat picks up Flash.
Which for him now puts Machine Part Quest in logic.
And he's going to go check the Ice Path item now. So he's going to be picking up that useless Super Rod as well. Wow, he did all of that without a repel. Very lucky.
Amazing. Well, there's a lot of ice movement in that first
They
part.
they cannot see each other's screens, as that would be cheating.
Yep.
If T-Pat could see Bakura's screen right now, he probably would not have gone for the... Oh,
T-Pat
forgot why he was
forgetting
there.
for a second that he does not have the plane badge.
also forgetting why he was there.
And
As
getting
he
his
picked up
super
Rod.
rod.
Since he has escape ropes, he can just do that instead of resetting to where he last saved. What did Bakura just pick from the lost? Was that actually Waterfall?
Give me a quick second. And
It was actually Waterfall.
Oh no.
Oh yes.
That puts Elite Four in logic.
Elite Four is in logic, but so is Misty. Let's see if she has Hive Badge and Cut in her gym.
Bye bye, a go go.
Bye bye. A go-go to the clear bell.
Oh
If
no.
Misty doesn't have the plane badge, they will have to do vanilla E4.
Oh no. That could be
That would just
horrifying.
be terrible.
Yes, they do have okay mains.
Yeah, they do both have fairly strong pokes that they can use to take care of the E4. That Ho should not be walled by anything. And the Flareon is on par or higher leveled than most of the pokes in the E4. So it won't be too bad for them to deal with. They just really don't want to have to deal with it.
Yes, early E4, it's a bit unoptimal.
They can get the Suicune, which we know is an Abra. But T-Pat's gonna unlock the machine part quest and then find out that he needs to go to the basement to get the machine part. Assuming he doesn't just go straight to Misty and hope that she has the plane badge giving him machine part from Squirt Bottle House. But we all know that Squirt Bottle House does not house the machine part. You love the dramatic irony.
Though plane badge could be cut if they get it soon.
If plane badge is on Misty, then that would unlock the remaining two gyms in Johto. As well as the Squirt Bottle House. The Squirt Bottle House or Chuck's wife could have cut, and the Hive Badge could be on Chuck or Claire. I think that would be the ideal scenario. Because then they wouldn't have to do Elite Four early.
Alright, we now have both runners on their Route 24-25 training arc.
Mm-hmm. Lots of lower level than them, easy fights. Although that Lapras just exploded on Flareon.
Ooh,
Definitely gonna have to heal that off. That was from fight number 5. Just a Lapras on that trainer. And he opted to explode. I forget if these fights have random AI or good AI. I assume they have random AI. So that was a 1 in 4 explosion. And T-Pat's gonna have to kill his boy, the Sire. Unfortunately, cannot acquire it.
And it light screened.
Yeah. Sorry, 1 sec.
Take your time. Bakura going into the final fight of the training arc. And it's a Caterpie. Just easy win.
And Ho levels up to 44. What will it learn? Psywave. No.
Garbage.
No.
Alright. Bakura about to fight Misty. Taking a safety save. Good idea.
For their sake, I sincerely hope she has the plane badge.
And Smooch'em lead.
Nothing to be scared of, especially when Flamethrower is on your moveset. Stab Flamethrower, no less. Misty's main is a Hoot Hoot. The Lapras blew up on Ho as well. Although it didn't nearly hurt as much.
No,
with its
Ho-Oh being
higher
far
HP and
bulkier.
defense stats.
And Bakura
And that's
getting
the
his
Hive
Hive
badge.
badge.
Which means they have to do Elite Four. If I'm reading the logic correctly.
Yes, without cut and plain badge.
Ooh, Bakura's going to do kimonos, I think. No. Maybe.
I think he is.
Yes! He thinks that a required item is on the kimono, so T-Pat's former time loss is now going to just be a time gain. Neutralizing out.
This
Oh, that's
just
great.
became a race again.
This
Well,
really is a race again.
It was a race still, but this equalizes a lot of the playing field.
Nobody wants to do vanilla E4.
It is a lot of bad movement, an extra required fight.
And a lot of optionals you're probably not used to dodging. Which means Elm does have cut. Or cut could be on the old man and Pewter because they can clear the Snorlax and then access Kanta from the backside.
Oh no, because they can't cut through the bushes there.
But cut could be on the old man. So if
Cut cannot be on the old man with this logic.
oh, with this logic it can't.
Yes,
okay.
but logic will not
Because-
allow it.
Because they are able to access Kanto backwards.
It is left side is still completely blocked by trees.
No, it's not because they can wake up the Snorlax.
Yes, but that's not gonna. That wouldn't matter. They can't get to any of the cities there.
When you wake up the Snorlax, the guard in
Oh,
that's
yes,
blocked
the
Meridian
guard
City
in
goes
the-
away.
The guardhouse. You're right,
Yeah.
but that is not in the randomizer logic.
Yeah, it's not in the randomizer logic, but it's something that both of our runners can do and might do in order to put off Elite Four.
Yes, full item rando allows it. Key item rando does not.
At least not yet. But Bakura is going to pick up that useless item T-Pat's had for a while, the Silver Wing.
T-Pack gets his Hive Badge and Clear Bell. Bakura's going to fight Sabrina.
He hasn't fought her yet. He still does not have that Soul Badge.
But
Or
what
wait,
could
no.
he might be thinking plain badge.
He probably is. Alright, so T-Pat is going to pick up the machine part from the basement while Bakura works his way towards Sabrina.
Because neither one of them seeing that the logic is 100% Elm cut.
You hate to see it. Not even saving for Sabrina.
It does mean that Bakura is still in the lead fight-wise.
He sure is.
Yes, guessing Elm and losing that guess is a massive time loss.
Well, it's not a time loss because you're getting required fights out of the way. It's just a matter of how quickly you can deal with the required fights.
It's a time loss in the fact that you go through Route 27, you fight the extra trainer.
True.
And then you go check the item on Elm. If all of that is not required and you do that, there is a time loss. Whereas what they're doing now is all required fights. Because any gym leader will be required. So it is, routing-wise, better to get them out of the way.
Yep, Kerr's teaching Waterfall. You hate to see it.
Yes, as Bakura is now out of non-E4 checks.
He unfortunately has nothing else he can do. Meanwhile, T-Pat just incinerated Halkari.
Absolutely monstrous.
Just has to walk through the puzzle here, unlock those 3 doors, or turn on those 3 switches in order.
And I believe that T-Pat has escape rope, so he does not have to walk of shame.
Yes, that will be a time save for him, which I'm sure he'll be very thankful to have. And especially to find out that Bakura does not. Bakura taking some very safe movement to avoid trainers because I assume he does not know the location of most of them. Fortunately, that youngster there does not eat his carrots.
And he's getting ready for the one required fight on the route.
Yep, who only has 1 Pokemon, and it's normally a Rapidash in Vanilla. Meanwhile, T-Pat picked up the machine part, so he's going to go through Rock Tunnel. It'll be interesting to see if he decides to wake up the Snorlax and access the west side.
Alright. We now have Bakura in Victory Road. Has Bakura bought X items?
I don't believe he has.
That could be a problem if there's any type of wall on the Elite Four.
Mm-hmm. Like a very bulky rock or steel type would pose the biggest problem for him since he doesn't have sprint. Or Lugia.
Lugia is just always a wall.
I'm just thinking of walls that would be only walls for Bakura because he doesn't have Surf on the Flareon. So if there's like a very bulky rock type, that would be his biggest issue.
Well, he has Bone Rush.
He has Bone Rush, but it's not 100% accurate, and it's not guaranteed to kill things because it only has 25 power.
That is true.
Alright, so T-Pat has fixed the power plant. He's getting the expansion card. Also, yes, Spoons has a Psybeam. What kind of rando?
I mean, you can't expect everything to be 100% randoed. Things happen.
Yep.
Sometimes you get the red Gyarados.
Ah, yeah, if Lance's 50 is a Ho, that would be a significant wall for Flareon, as its only move for it would be Thunderbolt, and that's not particularly strong on him. And T-Pat picks up Waterfall. He now knows that Elite Four is in Logic. Will he go there next? It looks like he will. But will he wake up Snorlax first? No. Unfortunate. I really would have liked to see the backwards Cantus strat. Even though I know for a fact that Cut has to be on Elm.
Alright, Bakura starting Will.
I wonder if he'll have a Slowbro, a Jinx, and two Zatus.
He's got a Grand Bull.
A male one at
Grand
that.
Bull.
And it lived an attack. The Scary Face will guarantee that everything will outspeed Bakura in this fight because -2 speed on base 65 is not great. I think that horse is going to outspeed for sure. Yep. And it has Stab Hydro Pump. That's spooky.
Ow, even from a horsey, that is dangerous.
Meanwhile, T-Pat taking his movement. Pausing because he's
Oh,
really
and
not
rocks
sure about
from
the...
Shelter. Everything's throwing super effective at Bakura.
Mm-hmm.
Another Grand Bull! Another male Grand Bull!
That's a very dangerous will fight.
But
Oh,
it seems its only attacking move is Peck.
It does seem that way, and with the burn from that flamethrower, he's no longer a threat.
And a
All right.
Metapod.
And T-Pat's made it to the Rapidash girl, who had previously been bullied by Silver.
We're seeing that Bakura is failing to kill some of the Elite Four pokes because of his lack of X items.
Mm-hmm. And T-Pat is one who is known to set up at least one X item per fight. Just to guarantee
usually an X speed and an X attack or X special is all you need.
Or even just an X special or attack. That might be the case, Mr. Tomo.
Oh! That could be problematic. Bone
Yep, there's
Rush Moltres.
That is certainly a wall for the Flareon, and he did not kill it in one hit.
He's also outsped.
Yeah, since that's Koga's main, as it's level 44, Koga will use his full restore on it as well.
If that Bone Rush had hit much more, it would have taken out the Flareon.
One more hit would have been all he needed.
And Cyndaquil. Psychic Cyndaquil as Bakura misses a Bone Rush.
2 in a row.
At least he did not get the sped F drop.
Mm-hmm.
Here's Heracross. There goes Heracross.
And no one was surprised. Here's Weedle. There goes Weedle. Also, I like that the Elite Four trainer class is the Athena ROMs.
Alright, healing up before Bruno.
Also, can we just say that Rival 4 also, or Rival 5 also has a Pineco in addition to the
That is
Fortress.
hilarious. Alright, Bruno leads Jigglypuff.
It looks like the rival was actually just Hulk in disguise.
Okay, this looks like an easy Oh no! An accuracy drop followed by a Bone Rush swap out.
Ooh hoo hoo. Bruno's got them. Bruno's playing 4D chess right over here. T-Pat picks up full restores.
Flareon misses for Bone Rush, gets Kinesis again.
And he's got to switch out to Tangela.
Those accuracy drops are dangerous.
Very. And that's why guard specs are very helpful to have, in addition to other X items.
But he hits the Bone Rush, Vachincho is down.
Yes. Meanwhile, on
Vachincho is back!
Meanwhile, on T-Pat's screen, he did get the... He did set up one X special, I believe, on the Grand Bull. and got scary faced, but he was still able to outspeed the Granville, unlike Bakura's Flareon. Though everything else on the fight, like the horse, he was able to outspeed Ho-Oh with two speed drops.
Alright, so what will Karen have? So far, the Elite Four is hecking up Bakura. Oh, just right into it! No save, no heal. And a Ledian.
It's fairly specially bulky, so there was a chance that it could survive a flamethrower, but since it's stab, not so much.
Here we have some Baby Lance action, and it's gone.
Rest in peace, Baby Medic.
Dio!
Dio's getting boned. But Bakura has just run out of Bone Rush, so if he needs ground moves for the rest of the E4, so if he sees any rock types,
He will be in trouble.
he's gonna be in big trouble. Unless he has an elixir he's been hiding. And Karen's main is Oddish. In the words of our good friend Sandby, die Oddish.
Alright, Bakura is about to go into Lance.
Meanwhile, T-Pat is on, I believe, Koga? Yes, Koga. So only a couple fights behind progress-wise. Bakura taking the safety save.
Not healing, so he does not have an elixir. If he sees a rock ground type, he is in a lot of trouble.
Although Hoppip is nothing to be scared of.
No, it would be free setup. The Elite Four has had free setup this whole way. The fact that Bakura has had no X items is honestly a little saddening. He did save, yes.
Ooh, that might have been a range he missed there on the Clefable.
Clefable
It's
is
barely
very
lit.
bulky.
It is.
And
Although
Smeargle,
Smeargle is
no
not.
threat.
Kakuna, another thing to not be scared of as a Flareon. Or at least for this Flareon. Jolteon.
It will outspeed.
Too bad it only has Gust, apparently.
Physical Jolteon is not something to be scared of, and it looks like this is Lance's ace.
It is.
The level 50.
One more poke, and it's Blossom. Nothing to struggle against for Bakura in the Elite Four.
Nope.
He really lucked out there.
That lack of X items and using all his Bone Rush could have been terrible. Meanwhile, T-Pat is starting the Karen fight.
He's only 2 fights behind.
Whereas here is where Bakura will get his little championship cutscene and find out that, yes, indeed, Elm has cut.
You hate to see it. T-Pat sending Baby Medic to the Shadow Realm. And proceeding to use quite a few flamethrowers. I personally would be conserving them at this point. But, as we foretold, it is HM01 from Professor Elm. I'm sure Bakura must be cursing us all. As he does need to have 2 HM friends.
Though their time so far has been very good.
Yeah, this is Go mode now, before 2 hours, which is, with this logic, very good time. Bakura now finally going to get some X items, though, for the remaining 5 gyms, or 6 gyms he needs to do.
He still needs the plane badge, though, for the rest of Johto.
Yes, he needs the plane badge to access the rest of Johto, so he needs to just do all of the gyms he can in Kanto. Hoppip had a substitute. Oh, T-Pat actually had an elixir that he was able to use. His flamethrower PP is back up to full.
definitely useful. And there's the Clefable.
Barely not going down in one flamethrower. It is, as we said before, fairly bulky. Bakura has started Erica's gym. It's right there, so you might as well deal with it now. And I don't believe he has the expansion card yet, so he will have to go get that before he accesses West Kanto.
But at level 53, Erica's gym should be mostly free.
Yeah, he definitely should not need any setup for any of these fights. And that's a Mewtwo.
Hello again, Frieza! It outspeeds with Aeroblast, but the damage is so low it doesn't matter.
And T-Pat has defeated the Elite Four, so he's about to enter Go Mode with Cut. He'll be relieved to enter Go Mode before 2 hours, as that happens far too often on his own ROMs.
And there it is. T-Pat now has cut access to all of Kanto, whereas Bakura is starting Erica.
T-Pat also heading over towards Erica. Definitely the best logical play.
Definitely the safest gym leader open to them.
And also one that many people would probably forget if they just went and did Westside Kanto. I know a few people who have forgotten to do Erica just because she's in an awkward place for pathing. T.
God, I love seeing the unknowns.
And that's Mineral Badge.
The only
Not-
Johto badge that does not give an HM use.
And also one of the 4 that does not give you an obedience level. In Gen 4, it gives you the level 70 obedience, but in Gen 2, that's the Storm Badge.
Yes, in Gen 2, Mineral Badge gives you absolutely nothing except for a badge.
Well, it does give you 12.5% more damage on steel moves.
Absolutely nothing. As Steel is a laughable attack typing.
At least in this generation.
And there's our level 50 Magikarp!
They can main switch to a Gyarados.
I mean, it would have strength and stab fly.
Sure would.
I'm not sure what else it would have, but, yeah, that was an option.
And Bakura does not need to pick up the old man's item, so they will not be getting either the Old Rod Mystery Egg or Whirlpool.
But I have to wonder what the Magikarp would have had.
At level 50?
Oh, they would have had Stab Wing Attack!
Ha! That's the second or third best flying move.
And nothing else.
Ah. So it would have had Strength and Stab Surf.
Strength, Wing Attack, and...
Could have had the Magnitude TM that was in Celadon Mart?
Yeah.
Or was that Celadon or Goldenrod? I forget at this point.
It was Celadon. Because
T-Pat,
Goldenrod
for some
had
reason-
Flamethrower.
For some reason, T-Pat decided to use Flamethrower on a Lantern.
I mean, Surf isn't a questionable choice on a Gyarados. It's very low special attack.
Yeah, base 60 is nothing to write home about. T.
T.
And that's the mineral badge for T-Pat.
So T-Pat likely about to go do Brock, as Plain Badge is somewhere in left Kanto. Whereas Bakura picks up his Rainbow Badge.
Yeah, it's looking like Plain Badge has to be on either Blue or Blaine, because they've done every other gym in Kanto at this point.
Wait, what? What? T-Pat, what? T-Pat teaching hidden power to the Ho-Oh.
Huh. Interesting choice.
Whereas he's about to see his level 50 Magikarp. If this were an early Snorlax, this Magikarp could have been great.
Although they got the T-Pat got the female one. Certainly not the best option.
Oh, did Bakura hit an optional on Route 2?
It looks like he did. He must have hit the spinning bug catcher, or perhaps his movement wasn't the best entering Viridian.
Yes, I think he hit someone just north of Viridian. Oh, he hit for Route 1 trainer.
Oh, that... I don't think I've ever hit that trainer.
Yes, if you're too far left going through the grass, you end up hitting him. Meanwhile, T-Pat on Brock.
Yeah, he'll be picking up his Rainbow Badge fairly soon. Bakura just spoke to Blue, so he can fight him and Viridian City when he's done with Blaine.
Alright, Blaine leading a Spearow. Nothing to be scared of.
Certainly not, especially when you have T-Bolt. And an Espeon. It's got Stab Confusion. I personally would have used a physical move on it, but it's neither here nor there. Flamethrower still does the job. And Blaine forgot to evolve his Magby.
Did T-Pat never teach Strength to the Ho-Oh? That's why he has hidden power there.
And Blaine had the Blaine badge.
The Blaine badge.
Opting to go do Chuck and Claire before Blue is a fairly good decision.
Yep, that extra little bit of experience before fighting Blue, who is
the second to final trainer for Bakura in this case.
and also sometimes a complete wall.
The pathing doesn't make much of a difference, RNG hater, as they would have to fly to Pallet Town to talk to Oak anyway, and then fly back to Viridian. The only difference is if you press right or left first. Yeah. The switching between regions is a very negligible button press, because they have to do it either way.
Yeah, they would have to switch between regions the same amount of times.
Yeah, the only difference is if you're flying it away from Blue's gym or Claire's gym. But T-Pat's about to go pick up his plane badge while Bakura is already over halfway through Chuck's gym.
And there is a rock type.
Bakura elects to use Flamethrower as he is 20 or 32 levels higher. Now 33. Yep. I'm sure T-Pat will use Shadow Ball on that Espeon.
Oh, more than likely. Look at that Espeon go.
And probably going to drown the Magby.
As you do.
As you do. And Bakura will be starting Chuck. As of right now, Blue is 1 in 3 to have his vanilla badge. Let's see if that continues to be potentially the case.
Alright, T-Pat now also going to Chuck.
He should be blasting right through this gym.
Yep.
Bakura's already done with it.
There is nothing even remotely threatening to their high-level pokes.
Volcano badge. So, 50-50 for Blue to have his vanilla badge. Always fun to see.
Chuck giving us a Reflect TM.
And Bakura about to do his longest piece of movement remaining, other than Silver Cave itself. Yeah, if blue or red walls with Bakura, then it's still very much a solid race. But if the fights continue to go as they've been going for the past couple of gyms, it's looking like Bakura is going to be our winner here. I personally would like to see something of a wall on reds, maybe something with Earthquake. That way we can have a proper race still. Alright, Bakura doesn't actually have the super rod. He checked the item, but he reset. So, chat, what do you all think that Red's lead will be? Because that is the only real wall that his team can actually have, as both other runners will try to set up fully on it. Brothel says Nidoking. That'd be interesting, especially if it well, actually, no, it doesn't have Stab Earthquake. Earthquake Flareon would be super interesting, Aridos. Vanilla Pikachu with Earthquake. Speaking of Pikachu, there's Bakura's buddy. He tries to catch it. And he takes an accuracy drop for it.
He's losing time on this. Is this gonna cost him though?
Yeah, the potential misses he'll have to deal with in this first fight. He also doesn't have very many flamethrowers left. He only has 3 for the rest of the gym. Bakura's up by about 2 minutes.
Oh, I was worried that was a wild Pikachu he was trying to catch there.
No, that was that was the lead on the cool trainer.
Oh my god! I was taking a quick look at the ROM to see at the log to see what blue might have that could wall. But I have no idea where blue is on there, so...
It'd be a trainer with 3 level 58s on their team. It's the only trainer that can have that. The trainer class was... Actually, I forget what the trainer class is. It looks like T-Pat might have hit an optional. Oh, no, he...
Okay, I have found blue.
Or no, never mind, I was looking at the wrong screen. the middle section of my Khadgar is T-pad on the right and wingage on, or T-pad on the right side of this, and then wingage on the left side of that. So I saw someone fighting a Shuckle, and I was like, wait, why is there a level 24 Shuckle on my screen?
Alright, Bakura, one fight away from Claire.
And
Where's
4 fights from the end.
T-Pat picking up the Ice Path TM.
Might be hoping to find a good, like a very good special or physical move, just so he can have like a devoted special or physical move set for when he sets up on red. Picking up some items here.
Whereas Bakura's running out of PP again. That was his last
Sludge Bomb.
T-Bolt.
The TM in Ice Path was Sludge Bomb. That's interesting.
That is the best poison move of the gen.
It sure is.
Alright, Claire leading a Noctowl, but unfortunately, Bakura out of T-Bolt.
Though Flamethrower did the trick, as he is 20 levels higher.
I mean, yeah. Have we figured out...
Meep meep!
Meep meep! Have we figured out T-Pat's, hidden power? Because I saw that it's not very effective on Pikachu. It's flying! He has hidden power flying!
Oh my goodness, that's Stab hidden power. That's the best hidden power he could get, or the best flying move he can get, short of Droll Peck. And that's the Earth Badge on Claire, which means Blue has the Marsh Badge and is not Vanilla.
Yes, one vanilla badge today, that being the Fog badge.
Shadow Ball from Claire.
Oh my god!
If
Goodbye,
T-Pat didn't already have that. If Bakura had the if Bakura had picked up the Ice Path TM, then he'd have a very solid physical Flareon, Flamethrower, and 3 physical moves. Ooh, T-Pat barely didn't one-shot the Golduck with Shadow Ball.
That is unfortunate.
Must have been a range. And now it's Togetic.
Alright, Bakura going into the blue fight.
Not even saving.
He does have X items. And blue leading a Machoke.
He's not even setting up.
Nope,
He's saving it.
going for it.
That's a high jump kick Machoke.
Kick.
That was a big chunk of damage. And Pupitar. The only move Bakura can use on this Pupitar is Shadow Ball, which is a 2-shot.
And he gets served some breakfast.
Sure does. Pidgeotto will go down to T-Bolt.
And Nidoran Blue is going into easy mode after that high jump kick Machoke.
Mm-hmm.
But failing to one-shot the Nidoran.
Yeah, it seems like his Flareon does not have the best EVs. Certainly it's at least a 2. But we really can't know until the end.
I believe Flareon being a 1 in 8 for female, so it
Yeah,
is
so
possible that he has...
It's anywhere between 2 and 15.
Yep. And it definitely looks like he's on the low end. But there is the Marsh Badge, the final badge for Bakura.
While T-Pat is working on getting his Earth Badge, he's just about to get it. There it is. Amiibo
Yes,
Crabman.
He is just over a fight behind Bakura. If Red has a wall, this is still a good race.
And
But if
only
Red-
Paradox knows if Red has a wall.
If Red goes easy mode, then this looks like it will be a victory for Bakura.
Mm-hmm.
Now the question is, does Bakura set up? I mean, I would, a level 81 and multiple 70s.
Yeah, there's... If you're not setting up on red, why do you even have the X items?
Yep.
But this could be a low 220s, high 2 teens for Bakura.
It all comes down to red.
Yeah, depending on how dangerous his lead is. If it's a dangerous lead, I would say it's low 220s. If it's not, I would say like a 218.
Bakura realizing he doesn't have flash.
Oh, he does. It's on his Tangela.
Alright, so Bakura forgetting he has flash.
Yeah.
And there's a choke on T-Pat's side. T-Pat opting to almost escape rope, but instead...
Use a couple X specials. 3 of them.
Yes, because Machoke is lowering his attack.
And 1 X speed.
He's at -4 attack for a fight.
Well, that's fine, because he does
Yeah.
have Surf and Flamethrower. That should take care of everything on Blue's team, especially at +3.
Yep. And here it
And
is.
Blue leads Red leads a Croconaw. Croconaw could be a little bit of a wall for him. The Gen 2 miss on Thunderwave is interesting.
But there it is. Thunderwave hit. Sky attack. Miss.
Croconaw can glow.
This is looking like a free setup.
Will that be enough? It is. And T-Pat picks up the Marsh Badge.
And there's Golduck.
Another T-Bolt.
There
Another
was
poke down.
Golduck.
Doduo, another T-Bolt, another poke down. Yeah, it's looking like a 218 time for Bakura unless he runs into a significant wall.
Another poke weak to T-Bolt.
Another poke dead to T-Bolt because of a crit, possibly. Finally, something that resists T-Bolt. Flamethrower. Ooh, T-Pat
Oh, it
flew to
lives.
the wrong
It misses
location.
takedown, no.
T-Pat picking up the Victory Road TM.
And Bulbasaur. And that is Bakura done at 217...
48.
49.
48 on the race room.
It was 217.49 when he went into the timer stat, though.
Yeah.
Please take my time. Put it in there. 217.49. Okay, so unfortunately,
Let me try it.
the tracker not wanting to cooperate with me.
Oh my god.
It just keeps erasing. Thank you. There it is.
Finally.
That is the time. All right. Let
And
us.
T-Pat will finish because he's right there anyway. He might as well. Welcome, Lord Bakura.
Hello.
Congratulations on your finish.
Thank you.
Very well done.
Thank you.
Any initial thoughts upon completing
Welcome,
the round? Lord Bakura.
I made one mistake, and
Congratulations
that
on your
was
finish.
optional.
Hold on, I forgot to. Very well done. It.
Oh, my screen, sorry. Yeah.
Yep, I forgot to mute the stream. My bad. I do this every time.
Echo, echo, echo.
It's not echoing anymore, thankfully.
Where did T-Pet find that hoe? Like, I'm watching the stream now. Where
It's
did
on
he
Route
find that hoe?
36. He found a Lugia with Teleport and the Ho-Oh both on Route 36.
Wow.
And it learned Shadow Ball on Level Up. Or came with it, I forget.
Wow. Pretty good.
It also had Sacred Fire at the start. He almost didn't pick up the Flamethrower TM.
Okay, can I just say, what kind of rando with that Gyarados? He also caught it, I see.
He did.
Yes, you both caught the Gyarados.
And you both chose the Wigglyboo main. Or starter.
Of course, Wiggly Woo's a buddy.
We did like throwing the
Ooh.
Pokeball at the Raichu though. Wait,
What?
what just double T-punch crit? Wow.
Wow. Was that the Bulbasaur?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did Red switch into it from the Croconaw?
Huh?
Nani?
That wouldn't make sense. Red wouldn't do that from. He does?
That's so strange.
That is a strange turn in logic. Though the Croconaw is still doing a lot of damage with Sky Attack.
All right, he's at +5 special, so I would just full restore from here and sweep.
Yeah.
Doesn't he have 4 stars?
He does. He has 11 that he bought
There we
in
go.
the E4. But he doesn't have T-Bolt, unlike you.
I was very happy with that.
Yeah, I'll say. That was level 24, right?
Something like that. Yeah, I got it in Lighthouse. I was like, goodbye, Spark.
Yeah.
Never been used.
Yeah, T-Pad ran a completely mixed set with Strength Shadow Ball, Surf Flamethrower.
Also, random mix said, like, I was thinking of teaching Surf or not with the Bone Rush, but
Yeah.
I figured Bone Rush was better.
Surf would have helped in a few cases because you ran into a bunch of instances where you missed Bone Rush on a rock type wall.
Yeah, but it wasn't like I wasn't ultra walled by it.
Yeah. And you did look out that there weren't anything that you needed Bone Rush for on Lance. Otherwise, you could have been walled there, but he was just free.
That's why I saved there. If I needed to teach Surf, I could just reset.
The Poliwrath had Amnesia.
Yeah.
But T-Pad critted the second time.
I'm upset that I couldn't catch my
Pikachu. That's a finish for T-Pad.
Yeah.
At 221.59.
No, I was upset I couldn't catch my Pikachu in Clash Gym. I tried, but
yeah, I saw that. And you got Kinesis for it.
Yeah. I was like, come my child, but nope. I had to meme some bit, you know, I didn't meme enough this one.
Though we are guessing that your Flareon had the lower end of DVs on attacks.
Oh,
yeah, I am curious about that.
I will check for you right now.
Alright, I am...
And you did mean the Gyarados with the name.
Yeah, I wanted to say what kind of rando, but I didn't want to put a profound name because of Randomania, so I just did WTF.
And T-Pat will join us in a moment. Just gonna be collecting his thoughts first.
Yeah. Alright. Can I stop my stream and close the game?
I believe so. Paradox, can you confirm?
Yeah, I have closed your stream. You may close your game.
All right.
Okay, let me check Pikasev real quick. Pikasev. But yeah, on my end, I thought it was a pretty clean race. I tried to meme with skipping Kimono Girls, but then Misty gave Hive Patch, I believe. And I was like, okay, let me check just to be sure, because I had a feeling, but it was the Silver Wing, so it's whatever.
And hello, T-Pat.
Hi there.
Congratulations on the finish. That was an amazing ho-oh.
Yeah.
It really was.
It was pretty good, and I didn't get hit by rocks a single time in that run.
And you had Hidden Power Flying.
No, I had Hidden Power Fire.
Was it Fire?
It was.
Because it wasn't very effective on Pikachu.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Yep, we watched. Not very effective on Pikachu, super effective on Grastoise. You had Hidden Power Flying.
Yep.
I was really hoping for Hidden Power Electric, because I'll say it right off the bat, teaching over Spark lost me the race. There were so many water types I couldn't deal with.
Yeah, Bakura ended up maining a Flareon that learns T-Bolt at 24.
Yep, and Flamethrower TM from the Goldenrod Mart.
Yes.
Yeah, well, I had the Ho-Oh with Sacred Fire anyways.
I heard that. You had a pretty good... And you got Teleport from a Lugia, you naughty, naughty man.
No, okay, so that was the other thing that lost me the race, was early fly. Because since I had Teleport,
Yeah.
I knew I was going to go in with a big advantage, and I didn't even get the chance to use it. And I was like, that
you
ripped
did
my
have
advantage so...
There was thing very early I wanted to ask you about, T-Pat. Like, you did have a significant lead on Bakura leaving Violet, because he did get a bit walled by both Falconer and Elder Lee.
Oh.
But you forgot that you had the bike
bike.
until you entered Union Cave.
Yeah, I was
so
pretty...
you basically gave him all of the lead that you had.
Yeah,
Oof.
I'm kind of biting my words down, because before I jumped into this call, there was plenty of profanity I had to get out of my system. I played really, really sloppy. Yeah, between giving up the lead for getting bike, teaching over Spark, and early fly being a thing, it just absolutely crushed me.
Yeah, early fly is absolutely what sealed it for you. Like, just early fly and storm badge is just Bakura had like a bit of a lead, but like it just got a lot more significant once he got fly. Though before he did Vanilla Elite 4 as the logic forced you to, he did think for a second, wait, I skipped Kimono Girls, maybe they had something required. Unfortunately, they didn't.
I tried to do U-skip. It didn't end well. Because I did them anyway.
Yeah,
Also,
it turns out that the T-Pat skip was a valid play this time.
Was skippable. Also, you're asking me about my Flareon IVs. 9 attack, 14 defense, 8 speed, 5 special. So yeah,
higher
pretty low
than I
on
was
the...
expecting, but still not the best.
I got upset when I tried to learn double edge. I was like, I want to get rid of strength.
Well, the moved leader was right there in Blackthorn.
Yep.
Yeah, I didn't have the plain badge.
Well, and that's the thing. That's why I never taught strength over headbutt, because I was holding out to the very end for an electric type move.
Mm-hmm.
Even going to Mount Silver from the Elite Four from Indigo Plateau just to get the TM on the way, and just I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm just
it was
really upset. It's a good time.
It was some very rough logic. For how rough the logic was, you both performed extremely well.
It was a bit upsetting that we had to go to the waterfall route.
See, I was fine with that, because it's actually it's funny we did it that way. 2 days ago, we also had to go that way in one of my hitting 2 optionals along the way and being like, "No, I'm not going to hit optionals this time around."
Yeah, you're going through that very carefully.
Did you hit optionals, T-Pat, this race?
0.
I hit one I never hit before on Route 1. There's this girl that most of the people hit, but there's also this guy, and apparently I wasn't paying attention, and hello, he wanted to fight me.
Good thing So, just to further confirm that teaching over Spark was the wrong play, Ho-Oh had 0 attack DV.
Oh, I had a feeling it was low, because there were some things that survived a Shadow Ball or a Strength that absolutely had no business doing that.
Yeah. I've just been getting rotten luck recently. I mean, so goes Kieta randomizers, but
yeah.
I mean, I just want to say congratulations to Bakura. Shout out to my sister. It's her birthday today.
Oh, happy birthday.
Sending all the positive vibes to everybody in chat. Yeah, I'm just really upset with myself more than anything else, because this is just, I don't know. I knew I had a lead at some points, like with teleport, and it just everything went wrong, and I was even okay with all the logic. So yeah, I just kind of poor.
To be honest, I thought I was behind all the time, because I had such a rough start in Violet. The Typhlosion hit with Hydro Pump. Then the Herrick was, I didn't have healing. I was like, okay, I can kill you with Sky Attack. And at that E-Speed, I'm like, okay, back we go to the Typhlosion.
Yeah, the lack of biking on 32 definitely made the race a lot more in Bakura's favor.
Yeah, and I lost maybe a minute and a half there. I lost multiple minutes teaching over Spark. There were so many water types in this game that I was just... It was impossible to one-shot any of the water types. And
yeah, there were a lot of...
Yeah, given the 0 attack DV, absolutely.
Yeah, it was just so... It was just so annoying and frustrating, and I kind of had... I mean, yeah, I was just... Again... trying not to swear here, because I'm really upset with myself over that.
All right, well, I think that I've gotten everything I need to hear of this. Anything for you, Gio?
I'm good.
All right. So
actually, I do have one comment though.
Okay.
So T-Pat Bakura, as I'm sure you both know, Septros and Wingage is also going on right now. They had their starter was Psybeam Mewtwo on a Snow Bear ROM.
Yep.
With first item bike as well.
Okay, well, we're gonna watch this because there has to be something that is not going well in that ROM. It's a Snowbear ROM.
Yes.
Yeah, the only thing
that
not
ROM
going
is
well for them right now.
Going on Randomania 2.
The only thing not going well for them right now is they don't have Cut or Secret Potion.
Haha.
Yep.
And that's it.
Meanwhile, the winner of that race, it is between them and Horse. The loser of that will get to face you, Bakura, in losers round 3.
Yeah, so you'll definitely want to study both of them.
Whereas the loser will move down to face Hercules bench press.
Oh, they both have to freeze a jump kick. I see. What else does he have? Psybeam, Surf, jump kick. Oh, that's disgusting.
All right, so that will be a good match for everyone to head over to for the Key Item Randomizer Tournament. I'm Paradoxical Remedy here with Geospone and our racers Lord Bakura and Thomas Patrick WX. Please feel free to go and follow them. They are all amazing runners. And
Thanks.
yeah, have a wonderful day, everyone.